Is it morning? I don't know. Yes, it's 11:51 GMT, so it's almost midday. We're in Manston in Kent, and it's a rather grotty day today, as you can see. We are in the rain here at the Barron Flying Club, and we're back in the US Air Force latest jet trainer, the T-78 Red Hawk. So let's go flying. We don't normally go flying on grotty days, it's not good practice, but we're going to go flying today. This is X-Plane 12, and I haven't really flown X-Plane 12 much, although it's getting better. When I first downloaded it, it was rubbish, but it's definitely getting better. Let's see what a grotty day it is today. I did a flight down to Shoreham. I'm not using VR, by the way, at the moment, because my VR headset is acting. We can't seem to find the computer. I'll try it again, maybe next week sometime. But you get a better picture anyway with the. So I'm just testing it out in X-Plane 12. See how we get on. Wind today is 220 at 5 knots, so it's not really windy. It's just wet and drizzly and overcast, which is kind of depressing, really, for June, isn't it? You expect it to be nice in June. They've got some nice beaches in. Just checking the approach. Got some nice beaches on the approach. To Margate. Broadstairs up that way. There's some nice beaches. I've seen some videos as well. So here we go. We are lining up on the runway. Wind 223, 05 knots, clear takeoff. Clear takeoff. Right, let's go. Afterburner is on. The wind should clear all that rain off the window quite quickly. Back pressure, we are airborne. Gear up. Yes, the aircraft is slightly modified in X-Plane 12, and I hate the way it waffles around. Let's see if it does it in X-Plane. No, it doesn't do it in X-Plane 12, which is great. Good news to me, because I don't like it. I don't like it when my head's moving and I can't look around and I can't look down at things. That is so annoying. Right, stop raining already. Look, it's just rain over Manston. Oh, something a bit weird going on there. Right, we're going to bring the power back. Try and maintain 450 knots. Lots of water dribbling off the aeroplane. Look. I need some new controllers. These are getting old. Not as smooth as they used to be. But it's okay. We're just sort of tracking along the coast. Thames estuary on our right. And we are approaching London. What's that? Why did it red out then? I don't know. Yes, default scenery is not as good as the Orbex that I've got on X-Plane 11. Orbex scenery. So we're going to avoid London, because we've got London City Airport, we've got Heathrow, we've got Gatwick. So we're going to go north, even though we got Luton and Stansted to the north, but we'll try and stay visual with the surface. I was going to do a bit of radar tracking the other day, but I couldn't see the radar screen. The Explain 11 version kept wandering off. I don't like the way it keeps reading out like that. That's probably just my dodgy old joystick has been a bit dicky. 398, so we need to increase the power a little bit. Let's come up to, what's that? Just turn that screen towards me a bit better, that's better. Right, yes, we're heading up towards Clacton-on-Sea, Felixstowe, that sort of area. It's very twitchy today. I wonder if that is that. I think it's just turbulence today. Didn't like that. Yeah, let's follow the coast. Roll out. Keep glancing down at the map. We've got a good map there in the centre. I think we went into Rochester Harbour there, didn't we? Crossing the Thames estuary now, and then heading up to Clacton. That's it. It does help a lot when you look at the map. That's probably Southend Pier, and if you follow Southend Pier inland a little bit, lining up with the pier, you should come across Southend Airport. I used to use that as a visual reference point, so if I stay on this heading I should see Southend Airport if I'm in the right place. Yeah, there we go. Been into Southend many times. In fact, my qualifying cross country for my pilot's licence was into Southend. There we go. Explain 12 is not much better than Explain 11. They've gone in for silly things like rain effects on the windows and clouds, pretty clouds. But if you're going to start off doing Flight Simulator, I would recommend Microsoft Flight Simulator. Don't get Explain, unless you particularly want Explain. So we should have Felixstowe up ahead somewhere. Look at that awful scenery. And Microsoft really have cracked the scenery. They've got it nailed. They really have. But the clouds are looking good. Clouds and the rain effects are very realistic, I must say. Okay, Radal's 2,000 feet, so I'm going to come down out of the clouds as much as I can. It's a very grotty day today, isn't it? It's getting worse, if anything, the weather. course we can go above it, but if we go above it we might not find a way back down. Might not be any holes in the clouds. You don't want to go up a fool's hole. It's called a fool's hole. You can go, yes, I'll get above the clouds here, and then it closes behind you, and then you think, ah, yes. It's a very damp, very grotty day, I have to say. It's not very pleasant at all, which is why we don't really go flying when it's grotty weather. We like to go flying when it's nice. There's the main map there, look. That's not bad, is it? Scenery in X-Plane 12 is diabolical, it really is. I don't know how they got the nerve to even market it. It's rubbish. I paid extra for Allback scenery for X-Plane 11, which is why I prefer to use X-Plane 11. But it's not compatible with X-Plane 12. I think you've got to buy it all over again. This should be Felix though, I think. Or have we passed Felix though? No, I think this is it. I think that's supposed to be the docks. You notice the scenery in X-Plane 11 is way, way better. The Orbeck scenery. So this next river estuary here should take us up to Woodbridge. If I'm in the right place, that is. And from Woodbridge we should have an aerodrome. Bentwaters. Now, an easy way to find Bentwaters is to look for the Bentwaters, because there are waters here near the beach. It's all wobbly. Right, wind is 247 at 07 knots. Here's the aerodrome. We've got a tailwind, so we're not going to land from this end. We're going to do a run and brake, and then we'll come in and land the other way. .300 knots, checking the runway. Runway looks good, runway looks serviceable. There's a control tower, we're going to park there. Okay, that's looking good. Alright, so 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, roll out, back round the other way. Airspeed's dropping with a creeper power there. Let's have some wheels. Wheels are down. And we're looking for 140 for touchdown. Speed is 150. Wind 23607 knots. Clear to land. Clear to land, Red Hawk. Trickle of power. There we go. On the brakes. We can take the taxiway back to our parking by the tower. Welcome to Woodbridge. This is Bentwaters near Woodbridge. And there is a museum here as well, a Cold War museum. So they've got some old aeroplanes that might represent it over there. Not sure, but we're going to park up here. Brakes on. Open the canopy. There we go. And then we look down here. We can turn the generator off. We can turn the avionics off. And we can turn the fuel off. Oh. What's the start? Oh, they've moved the switches around. So where's the fuel off? What's that one? It's on the X-Plane 11 version, it was here. But it makes sense it'd have a cover over it, I suppose. These are just the lights. De-icer off. And finally, the battery. And that should leave us with a blank, dead panel. It does. Let's go outside. And yes. Cracking aeroplane, I love it. I really do like it. Fast jet training, if you want to learn to fly fast jets, this is the aeroplane to do it in. Once you fly the 172, learn all about how to fly. Okay, and once you've cracked that and you're up to pilot's license standard, jump straight in this. This is the T-7A Red Hawk from Boeing Saab. It is absolute pocket rocket. It's fantastic. Then from this, move on to proper fighter jets, because this is a trainer. But it turns out this is so good, the US Air Force are going to put bombs on it and guns and things. They're going to actually weaponize it and use it as a warplane. That's how good this beast is. So I'm going to take a picture of that for my green screen, and then I'll see you in the next